What's the backstory behind you getting shot?
Oh, that's crazy. Gotcha. Um, well, basically, I'm living in Atlanta, you heard me. And say, bro, I was getting tired of living that rapper life. Sometimes as a rap artist, it's up and down. You dig? And when you're up, it's gravy. When you're down, it sucks. And I was getting, couple $1,000 shows. I would get like, $6,000 shows. I went from making all this money a show to $6,000, $7,000 a show. I got tired of that shit. And all my people in the A, they was scammers and trappers, and we'll go in a strip club. You heard me? The most I can blow financially and intelligently, was what, $2,000, $3,000, if that, right? And they in that bitch, you heard me, cutting up 10,000, 15,000, just cutting up. And yeah, it was all gravy because I'm around these dudes, but deep down as a man, I just like, man, I need to get some real money. And I kind of hit my people up, you dig? And I ain't gonna say his name, but everybody knows what's down with my dog and A with me. But I'm like, say, bro, you gotta front me, dog. He like, front you what, Chop? I said, say, bro, you gotta front me some weed. He like, front you some weed? I said, yeah, bro, I'm tired of living this rapper life. And to me, that's one of my biggest regrets, being ungrateful that, cause five, six, seven, $8,000 a show, that's good fucking money. You did, but at that time I wasn't looking at it that way. But anyway, I'm like, yeah, you gotta front me. He ended up fronting me. I give myself my D-boy fake life. You heard me? My trapper fake life. I ain't no goddamn D-boy. But I give it about a 6-month run. You dig? I was kind of plugged in the bay with the green. All I wanted to know is how to do it. And once he showed me how to do it when in front of me, I started going to the bay and doing whatever I was doing. And I was pumping. I had a 6-month run. In the process of that, I had some dudes that came down from Peoria, Illinois. And this is like their second time coming to shop with me. Well, I had a certain amount, and by the time they got close to getting to the A, I kind of got off of whatever it was that I was supposed to give to them. I had probably like 4 pounds left. So I called my cousin in the A, and I'm in the A. I'm trying not to say his name, but I called my cousin, and I'm like, say, bro, I got rid of these things. I need you to front me right quick, because these boys is like 3 hours away. And he was like, I can't front you because I ain't got nothing. So he was like, you better go to Target and get some rabbit food. That's the dumbest decision I ever made. So in my mind, back in that time, I'm like, ding, I could do that. So I go to Target, and I went and got some rabbit food, and I had the 3 pounds, in like a package already. But courtesy of me having had to G mix it, I went and got a whole black bag. You heard me, and put the rabbit food in that bit, enough of that, and then I put the real weed on top of it. So by the time they came down, I made it seem like I was taking out the trash in the condo. Hopped in the car, they gave me what they gave me. They looked at the top of it, 3 pounds. You could, that's a lot when you're really trying to dig in it. So I knew I jugged them. You heard me, and yeah, shit, I jugged him. Couple hours later, he called me. He was like, why you do that, dog? And I'm like, did what? He was like, you ain't had to finesse me, nigga. I know who you are. You didn't have to finesse me. He was like, but it's cool though. I got you though. I'm like, fucking nigga. So I took the burner that I had, I drew it over the balcony. Then I went to Strokers and had bundles of joy. Me and my people, we had a ball. I had a ball that night. That was one of the funniest, dumbest nights I ever had. Knowing I jugged the nigga. You heard me? But yet I had fun. And then what ended up happening after that, ironically, a football player who's a great friend of mine, who I've known since his USC days, he ended up moving to Detroit because he went from playing for the Saints to playing with the Lions. So he moved to Detroit, and he like, don't you know buku people out here? I'm like, yeah. So he was like, say, bro, I handle your bills in the A. Come out here and rock with me. And at this time, he was dating, all facts, he was dating Kim Kardashian, right? When he dating Kim Kardashian, I'm not gonna say who, because I respect people and they relationships, but I was knocking down one of her sisters. So at the end of the day, I'm out there in the Bay now. Um, I end up having a Lamborghini, you dig, and I end up taking a Lamborghini out there, and I'm having fun. So I'm utilizing the Lamborghini doing buku shows, and courtesy Chopper got a Lamborghini, so I'm getting from 6 to 8, turning to like 11, 12,000 now. So I'm doing buku shows in Pontiac, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, Farmington Hills, Novi, you dig, you name it, Kalamazoo, the outskirts of Michigan to all these other Chicago's and all these other places. All right. I ended up getting a phone call. And at this time, I'm gonna be honest, at this time, I was sipping lean, I'm smoking, I'm living that life. I'm living that young rapper life, the fast life. So I'm not really, years done passed from that one incident. Because mind you, I'm in Michigan now because my partner who played football there, he wanted me to come rock with him. Because they didn't have people like that in Michigan. You did. He was playing for the Lions. But yeah, some over there, I'm taking shows and nah, I ain't even at my partner spot no more. I don't even got my Atlanta spot no more. I'm living in Novi, Michigan now at these condos. So basically, I'm taking all shows. So happened, I get a phone call. And these dudes, they basically was like, how much you gonna charge to come out here to Peoria, Illinois, to come do a show? And I'm like, 10,000. He's like, all right, cool. Gave me 5,000 up front and was like, I got you on the back end. Mind you, my dumb duck ass ain't paying no attention and we ain't do no contract. Like, no contract. But I wasn't thinking that way. I'm just thinking that I'm living life. I'm like, it, let's get it. I got a little Persian chick from DC, you heard me, that came and flew in. All my other partners, they got the van. So they always trailing me, you did. And I got this Lamborghini. They always trailing me. But some just so happened though, I had this little baddie with me, bro. So I was like, man, I'm not finna keep driving slow. I'm finna enjoy myself. So I told them I'll meet y'all in Peoria. And they're like, all right, cool. So me and Shawty, we having a ball. I'm talking about she slopping top and twerking all in the car. We having a fucking ball. And the and the promoter dude, he kept calling me every hour on an hour. Like, where you at, bro? Where you at? What exit you on? Where you at, bro? Where you at? And my dumb ass keep telling him every time, you heard me, where I was at. And just so happened, weirdly, I started seeing a car behind me. It was like a Buick, you dig? And I'll go left, it go left. I go right, it go right. I go left, left, it go left, left. I go right, right, it go right, right. I said something ain't right. And mind you, I had buku jury on and shit. You heard me? Something in my mind, Brad. And I'm like, okay, maybe these niggas trying to rob me because there's 3 people in the car. So I'm like, oh, maybe they trying to rob me. So every time I'm turning, they turning with me. So I'm like, these niggas is trailing me. They trailing me. So I looked at the girl, and I don't know, bro. I just felt like it would have been wrong of me to not let her know. And something happened that would have played on my conscience, you did. So I looked at her. Yeah, so I looked at her and was like, man, I just gotta tell her. So I said, there's a call back there that you heard me that back there following me. She started panicking. All that freaky dotty twerking, all that shit died. That shit went out the window. So now she paranoid and shaking and shit. So I said, I'm about to do the right thing. I said, the next rest stop we go to, get out the car, walk into the gas station, tell them to lock the door and call the police. It's about to be a robbery. She said, okay, 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 okay. I go to the rest stop. She get out the car and run into the store, screaming and hollering. So the dudes come pull up. Nick got out. I seen a nigga with a 9 millimeter. You heard me? I seen a nigga like a 38. So he kept telling me, roll my window down. I'm like, no, I'm not rolling my window down. What you want, this jury? So I'm over here about to take off my jury. Like, I can get this shit again. And he said, no, nigga. No, that ain't what he said. He said, no, you bitch ass nigga. You know what you did in the A. And when he said that, my eyes just got big as the fucking, I don't know. They just started shooting. It looked like cameras was flashing. And that motherfucker started, and I started feeling hot. And then I got paused. Then I started feeling wet. The fuck am I wet? I'm thinking I'm sweating. It was blood. And then, yeah, and I heard her screaming. So I put the car in neutral and got to it and hit the pole. Woke up in the hospital. That's how I got shot. finessing some niggas that didn't deserve it. You heard me? I could have I could have just told them, you heard me, that I didn't have it. That would have spelled and saved the whole fucking life of me healing up and it taking me 9 months to get my life back together. I could have spared myself, but at the end of the day, I was money hungry at the time and they didn't deserve me finessing them because they never done nothing to me. And it was all my fault of finessing these dudes. So they got their get back and I deserved it. I deserved it. Facts. Ended up seeing them later in life though, in the club, because it wasn't gonna go unpunished, you dig, or whatever happened to them. But nobody died. And that's what made me really, honestly speaking, brother, that's what really made me stop living that gangster life and trying to be somebody I'm not. After that happened to me, after I got shot, I started reading books, re-educating myself, enlightening myself. And I said, you know what? I was afraid. I ain't gonna lie. When they shot me and I woke up in the hospital, I appreciated life more. And I said, you know what, bro? I'm 100% ain't gonna do nothing to somebody that don't do me nothing. And I'm gonna treat people, you heard me, how I wanna be treated. And that's the code that I live by now. And I try to do right by people, courtesy of that situation. And that's why I'm the way I am now. So when people say, oh, he's well spoken, he's intelligent, he speaks, the way he articulates his words, that I wasn't born that way. I re-educated myself. And you dig, I started receiving intelligence. I started realizing that intelligence is the key, you know, and that's how I am now. I speak with intelligence is because I dive into knowledge of why I am the way I am now. I seek knowledge. But yeah, that's what happened to me, brother, and I deserved it. And I wanted to get that clear because everybody want to play the victim role. You heard me when things happen to them. I'm not playing the victim role. I'm accountable. I'm taking accountability of what I've done that transpired for that to happen to me. Facts. But yeah, that's how I got shot, brother.
How bad was your injuries?
Uh, in and out. I got hit in my hand and by my balls, and I got hit twice here. Once right here, once right there. So like two shots. No, I'm not. I got hit right here. So 1, 2, 3 in my hand. My hand got grazed. Shot on my side twice that went in and out and shot my arm right here. It was pretty severe because when I got shot, when the bullets came out of here, a piece of fragment kind of touched my shit, so I couldn't really walk good. So I had to heal up, and it took me a long time to fucking heal up. You did, because if I would have walked on it, I would have been walking with a limp. So I had to heal up, so I didn't have to walk with a limp later in life. So it wasn't the worst of the worst, but Lord knows it wasn't the best of the best. That shit sucked. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend that to nobody. Bullets hurt. I don't want no bullet smoke. I don't want no bullet smoke, brother. That shit hurt.